What's going on, people? Long time no talk. I have just been on my merry way, rocking a bunch of my woodcutting. I do want to share some of this progress with you guys. Let me lower this music a little bit. It's kind of very loud. I just got a Zelda playlist in the background. Hopefully, it's not copyrighted. I can take care of it if it is when I go to edit. Hopefully, it's the correct screen size for you guys, so you guys aren't looking at a tiny little box. I'm hoping that you guys aren't looking at a tiny little box. Let me go ahead and just make sure that this is actually streaming anything. There you go. Okay, it is streaming something. That's good. Okay, I have it muted. I don't have to worry about anything. So currently, I've been working on my very long grind that we have for our fletching. We have to get it all the way to 94. My plan is to get all the way up to the magic short bow. Currently 70 right now. Um yeah, currently 70 right now. It is going to take a bit on Goblin Chunk, which is no longer a chunk man. I've been fishing for like the past week, just karambons, trying to get a lot of food stocked up for whatever grinds I do in the future. But for us, I have a beautiful reward casket. This will be, I think, my fifth one. And I know that sounds kind of crazy, but when you have Puro Puro and you can juggle stuff, it's actually not crazy hard to. It's not crazy hard to get a clue scroll done. Like you get a lot of. What did I get from that? Did I get anything from that? Can you get nothing from a baby impling? I don't know. Anyway, when you are when you have access to Puro Puro, it's actually not crazy hard to juggle steps. I've had this casket for a little bit though, so no big deal on that. Ooh, hard clue bottle on Goblin Chunk. And anyway, I'm gonna open this casket. I think this is casket number 3, 4, or 5. I'm not sure. I know I've completed a bunch of beginners that I didn't record because I always expect them to be 2 or more step clues, and they never are. They're always just like a one stepper, which is super lucky. I'm happy about that. I think it's like a 10% chance for that to happen. But I've gotten about 3 1-stepper clues, which doesn't even. I know it sounds kind of like a little bit crazy, but we have so much time played on this account. How do you check your time played? 37 and 12 hours. That's actually a lot considering that I do most of this account on mobile. Um, but look at our stats, right? Like this stream is gonna be like kind of like the TLDR of what's been going on. I've been working on mining a little bit. Mining is incredibly slow, and so is Puro Puro. I'm really kind of torn between whether or not I believe it's better for me to do mining first or do Puro Puro first and try to get like a better pickaxe from Lucky Impling. I don't know how much of a difference it makes to do either or. I haven't done the computations yet. I haven't done anything like that. I'm really not that type of guy. I rather just click the tree until it gets done. But what I do know for certain is with the amount of stuff I have to do, like in this chunk, I'm definitely not gonna be done in 2 years unless I make like an exception. 3, 4, 5 years. It's gonna take a very long time to get this chunk done, and I'm kind of in that position where I'm like, you know what? It is what it is. It'll take as long as it takes. And I'm also in the position where I'm like, oh man, like it's gonna suck ass to be doing this chunk for 2 3 years and then roll another 2 or 3 year grind and I'm not really doing anything. But you know what? I think that's what makes Buzz unique. Buzz, he just sits there, he just takes it. It is what it is. It is what it is at the end of the day. And for us right now, I'm working on 1 million arrow shafts. And then from there, I want to get the smithing level, which I think is actually pretty far away, if I'm not being mistaken. But for the adamant arrow, which is 75, that is actually a very far away ways away. But 75 fishing, not fishing, smithing is where I want to be at. So I'll probably do Baronite till then, and then from there I will just be processing bars, superheating adamant, and etc. I have also thought about just backlogging smithing until we roll a furnace, because Baronite is like it's terrible EXP per hour, but I think that's just against what a Supreme is supposed to do. I've also thought about pet chunks. Oh my god, like maybe bring pet chunks back. I saw a lot of people didn't like pet chunks, and I saw a lot of people didn't care, and it made my series unique. I'm not entirely sure where people stand on that. But for me, I think I just want to keep it as authentic as I can. With that being said, I have good news. I have obtained a staff from Clues. See, I don't. You guys can't see what I'm bringing up, but I do have Clues. I have unlocked. I'm trying to find the clue scroll thing. Yes, I got a water staff. Okay, so I've completed 7 beginner clues. I don't know if that's right. I don't think that's right. I think that got inflated by like Goblin Chunk or something because I don't log into my different windows. But I will show you guys if I can detach this somehow. Is this? Yeah, this is detached. Boom, 7 beginners, baby girl. 7 beginners. 7 beginners. You see that beautiful water staff? I'm very proud of that water staff. That water staff is everything to me, to be honest. Let me just make sure that I don't have this incorrect in any way. Let's close this again and make sure that this is actually kind of. There's no space right there. I don't think there is. I'm watching the other stream. It doesn't look like there is. Cool. Um. Anyway, so here's the big deal, right? I really need an air staff. Now, do I actually? Okay, when I look at it like this, I actually don't need an air staff, but an air staff would be useful. Now, would it be useful right now? Not really, because when I look at the math, I have to do a whole bunch of impling catching still, and I'm probably gonna do that with eclectic implings, mainly because eclectic and magpies are the most important implings for me because I have herblore unlocked, and eclectics are gonna give me the most of my herblore surprise. As you can see, we are 20 herblore. I know that doesn't seem like a lot, but that took such a long time to get 20 that I'm like, oh shit, like 70. The goal is 70 for the chunk, by the way. The goal is 70. And I'm really really worried about it. I'm worried about how long that's gonna take. But at the end of the day, it's not gonna be that crazy. I'm just sorry, Little Cave of Horrors, which I'm still on the other account. Oh no, I don't want to do that quest, but I actually do need to do that anyway, so maybe I will. Um, do you guys want to see Goblin Chunk? Maybe I'll show you guys Goblin Chunk for a little bit. Let's see if I do this. Will they just bring up Goblin Chunk? It did not. It did not. Sorry guys, give me a second. I'm trying to maneuver this shit so you guys can see whether or not I'm playing Goblin Chunk or not. Goblin Goblin only. There we go. That's not the correct window, but whatever. I'll fix this a little bit. Sorry. All right. Bada bing. Yeah, this is your boy Goblin Chunk. He's a free man now. He's made a whole bunch of progress, but I mean, I'm not really gonna do a series on this. I probably will do like I will do a like late game content for Goblin Chunk. I do want to show you guys. I got Ranger boots on one clue. Look at that on an Iron Man, dude. That's so nice. And I've just been fishing Kawan bronze on this account, but that's not what this it's not what this shit is about. Um, there you go. Nice. Okay. Anyway, back to this. What was I talking about? The clues, right? So easy clues. All the clues. I do need 2 staffs. I think that would make my life a lot better in the long run. Not necessarily for this chunk, because like I said, we got to catch a lot of eclectics, and they actually do give a lot of air runes. So I don't think air runes are going to be that big of a deal for me. What the hell was that? Oh, I don't think air runes are going to be that big of a deal for me. So I'm not too pressed about air runes. But if I got an air staff or a fire staff, or maybe even potentially an earth staff, um, I'd be happy. I think the water staff is probably the least useful one I've gotten. But you know what? It's not useful today, but it might be useful in the future, and I might really appreciate that I have that. I'm still trying to figure out because we have to do Tele Elder to Camelot as the spell for our chunk. Trying to figure out what the best method of that is. And I think it's just going to be killing the mind golems and just casting the spells on the earth golems and then switching spells. So, any sort of, you know, elemental staff that is not a water staff would be really appreciated from this reward casket. But I can't count my blessings, and I think I'm not sure because I my player owned house is really not that buffed up, but I think I can change it. I think I can change it on the other one. Sorry, let me lower this shit. This is so loud. That yeah, that playlist is so loud. Anyway, um, so any of the later on staffs, I think I can change them once I unlock Falador. Once I unlock Falador, I'll be able to teleport to Falador and to my house, and I should be able to use like that thing in your POH if I can make it. I don't know if I can, but if I can make it, the thing to change your staff type, I might be able to do that. So I have no idea though. I haven't done any research into POHs. I got enough on my table right now to keep me locked down for a long, 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 long time. So yeah, we've just been kind of working on these things. I think I've kind of held this here for long enough, so I'm gonna go ahead and open my reward casket. Again, we're praying for an air staff. Okay, I got a black pickaxe, 50 air runes. This is doodoo caca ass from a butt, but whatever. Let's go all the way back to the bank and just deposit that shit because I don't want that on me for the rest of the day. Hey, you know what? Beggars can't be choosers, right? I got a black full helmet. I got a black pickaxe. I don't know if a black pickaxe is worse than a. I assume it's worse than a mithril pickaxe. I think it's lighter than a steel pickaxe or something like that. There's some reason why black pickaxes are good. Either way, this is like straight up shit from a butt, but it is a collection log, so I'm kind of happy with that. We're close to 1 million arrow shafts, and I will be doing a fuck ton more. Puro. The only issue with Puro is, like I said, the best impling for me to catch is an eclectic impling and magpie implings, which means that in the long run, we will be seeing less beginners and easies. But the more I think about it, it is probably far more common for me to get a lucky impling and get like a trash like air battle staff drop than anything else. Give me a second. I have to. Oh yeah, this is open already. Let's do this. There we go. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And hit the TY. Nope. Shit from a butt. Yeah. But it's okay. It's okay, guys. We can't be, you know what? You got to be appreciative of everything you get. And I definitely am appreciative of everything I get. Speaking of which, I have to really think about this. I'm making a million arrow shafts, but if I'm being completely honest right now, Camdazol for feathers is straight up dookie. Like Camdazol is terrible for feathers. I think I've gotten around seven k feathers in almost 200 and maybe 300k Baronite. That's a terrible rate. So the reason I bring that up is that it actually might be more not beneficial, but it might be a little bit of time preservation. Am I watching a commercial right now? Are you dead ass? Sorry. Um, it might be a little bit better like time management to just for the rest of these levels cut regular trees and turn them into javelins because javelins don't require feathers, so I can just make javelins. Now my issue is I've never made a javelin, so I don't know if it requires a quest or something, but I'm gonna go ahead and take a look at it pretty soon. Actually, maybe I'll do that right now on stream with you guys. So let's cut this guy right here. I know this part doesn't require anything, right? So we oh, and you make 15. Dude, for some reason I remember that being like you making 5 or something. I remember making javelins was really ass. Maybe they changed it or maybe I was just misremembering. But anyway, so that's gonna be 15 javelins. I just want to see what the difference is. Oh, you know what it was? It was the javelin, amethyst javelin heads. That's what it was. Making amethyst on goblin chunk was really ass because amethyst, one amethyst only turns into 5 javelin heads if I'm not mistaken, or something like that. So I remember that, but I'm not sure if javelin heads are going to be the way to go though. I think I think they might. I think what I'll do is I'll mine until I get the mining pet, which is like that could be 99. That could be like 3 more swings of my pickaxe. I'm not sure. And then from there I'll make the decision because if I don't have to do any more mining, I don't want to. Now, another thing I forgot to mention, this was a lot of where my time had went. If you notice, I have overheads now, baby. I got from 30 all the way to 43 with that stupid fishing method. It's like two fucking, not even 2K. It's probably like, I don't know. It is probably like 2K EXP an hour. Oh, Flipper. Hell yeah, buddy. Hell yeah. Oh, I don't have any stamina. Whatever. I think in mini games your stamina shouldn't deplete. There we go, baby girl. Hook me up. I'm happy we got that right before. Good job, Flipper. Score 3. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I don't know if that's a hard thing, but good job. Congrats. Take that, B. This one too. Is that done? Yeah, I'm done now. Cool. All right. Exit this cave. I've been collecting a lot of gems, and I'm gonna have a lot of crafting supplies once I finally get it. I don't know what the expectation is for the next chunk though, because obviously I don't know what the next chunk is. I've kind of just been moving around expecting the next chunk. Oh, there's a cut already. Anyway, I've kind of just been moving around expecting the next chunk to be Falador, but it's very possible that it isn't. Let's see if I have any bars. Do I have any bars? I have some mithril bars. Let's make some mithril javelins. I think the best ever. Where are the javelin heads? There you go. Oh, it is. You make 5 per bar. That's what it is. Oh my goodness. What a fucking waste of my life. You son of a bitch. All right. Okay, you don't need anything. And that wasn't bad. That wasn't bad. Okay. So, I mean, these serve no purpose to me. Whatever. They serve no purpose to me. But whatever. That's cool. So I can make those. I can make javelins. So maybe javelins will be a good use. I just have to see what the comp is between a javelin and an arrow for making 15, right? You make well, 1 bar makes okay, I guess that's what it is. You're trading the resource of feathers. Instead of feathers, you need more bars. Bars are technically easier for me to get to, like a very small technicality. All right, I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna finish the other things first. I'm gonna make these 1 million, and that's gonna be where I'm gonna stop fletching. I'm gonna stop fletching at the 1 million arrow shafts, and then what I'll do is I will decide whether or not it is more beneficial. Because like if I stop at 1 million arrow shafts, and then I go and I feather all these, that's a million EXP then plus whatever EXP it is for putting on the arrowheads. I think mining's gonna be where I put my eggs in the basket right now because I get more things for completing mining than I do for completing fletching. In my head, that's kind of where I'm at. That's what I'm thinking right now. Sorry if I seem like I'm a little bit under the weather. I woke up really, really like rough today. I don't know. I woke up and I felt like actual garbage. And for some reason, I just felt like, you know what? On a day like today, maybe I should stream. Okay. So let me explain my setup for you guys. I am at the level where I can catch any impling barehanded besides, I think, a nature one. Well, any of the other ones. Nature barehanded is 68. So I can catch eclectics and under, right? Barehanded. So I stopped bringing the net with me because the net and the hands actually have the same catch rate, so it's not like I'm gonna miss them. If I do see the big implings, I just kind of miss out on them. It is what it is. I main hand my axe for some extra space, and then I side hand the Imcando offhand hammer. And the reason I do this is because it allows me to, if I get earth implings or any of the other ones, I can process the bars right away. Now, because what I want to do is I want to maximize my AFK time at this area, I'll just make like whatever I can and then drop it. For a little bit, I was making arrowheads, but then what I realized is that I was here for such a long time, and I would end up with like 6 hours of. Oh, look at that! Another easy clue. Is this a good one? Hild's house in Berthorpe. Sorry. Yeah, so I would end up with a bunch of like like a whole bunch of arrow shafts. Like I would be here for a whole bunch of like fletching, but then I would leave with like 30 of the arrowheads, and it was like, oh, that's not actually kind of like worth it. So I don't know. I'm thinking. There's also like a good chance for fletching that I just go, you know what, fuck it, and make as much of the longbows and shields as I can. And I think that's gonna happen more in Poro Poro, realistically, because once I get the ability to make short bows, I think I'll just stop cutting trees like entirely. I mean, depending on whether or not I've actually gotten the pet or not, because the pet's a big goal. But if I do, then it might be good to stop cutting the trees and just go to Poro Poro and instead bring a knife with me, or get a knife off of a baby impling every time I get a magic log, and then just craft the logs into bows and throw those on the ground, or alchem. I don't know if it's worth to alchem, but throw them on the ground, and that might be a good way for us to work on hunting and fletching at the same time. And then once we get dragon implings, I think dragon implings are like the fletching goats. Um, Let me just make sure. Somebody burning incense in my house. It's messing with my nose. Sorry. Let me just sneeze real quick. Okay, so yeah, once we get dragon implings, oh, did not mean to move that. Sorry, guys. I'll lock that for us. Once we get dragon implings, we get access to bolt tips, which can give EXP. Like, there's a lot of avenues for other EXP. Dragon javelin. Oh wait, do you need a quest to make dragon javelin? It says D1 only completion of monkey madness. Oh, okay, so we can't get dragon javelins. Oh, that would have been really easy, to be honest. Yeah, that would have made it a little bit trivial, but I don't know. That's so late game in the fletching. I don't think it would matter too much. Um, but anyway, let's take a look at what we would get. We'd get dragon bolt tips, a bunch of them, which we can turn. So we will have to make some runite bolts. I think that's a good investment, is to make some runite bolts. Maybe we turn all of the runites we get from Maggie's. Maybe we turn. Do ninjas give rune bars? I just looked up ninja, like it was gonna only be an implant. I don't know if ninjas only give if ninjas give rune bars. I'm trying to see what the influx of rune bars is gonna be. Okay, so they do not give any rune bars. They do give onyx bolt tips, so that's even more reason for us to make runite bolts. Maybe the implings solve the fletching thing. Can I make runite bolts yet? All right, we're going down. Amethyst bolts, onyx tipped rune bolts, dragonstone tipped rune bolts. I can already make those. I can already make. Well, no, in one level I can make them. That might be it then. That might be it. Maybe we stop here and we just turn. We do our smithing, What level smithing do we have to make a runite bolt? I think it's 90, isn't it? 88. 88. I mean, that's a lot. It's not right around the corner, but like I think that solves it, right? So I have to sneeze. Okay, sorry, sneezed. I think that solves it though. So yeah, I think this might fix itself, to be honest. Because we'd be catching a bunch of dragon implings. So what we would have to do is we would have to tip bolts. Maybe we tip bolts. So we only need one more level to make the runite dragonstone bolts, which is cool. So then we would go over to smithing and mining and do that until we are in the 88 for the smithing. It's gonna take forever. It's probably gonna take all summer. I do have the summer off, so I do plan on putting in like a couple of like 5 hour days and whatnot after I've done my working out, because my entire summer is dedicated to getting myself into better physical shape. So I am considering doing that. Putting in like a thicker 5 hour day, stream a little bit, chill out with you guys, and then kind of work on the grind. So I think this is solved after 71. We shouldn't have to do anything else, and then we can get all of the rest of the smithing stuff in Puro. What we do need to know is we got to go to the fletching exp calculator. I'm gonna go check this out and see. Squeak. 71 to, I think it's 95 we need to get. 95. See how many of these dragonstone the dragonstone tips we would need. 970k. That's a fuck ton. That is not a little bit. I mean, it is a fuck ton for sure, but it's not impossible, right? Because we look at the okay, so wait, this brings another question, right? So that's 970,000. Um, that's 970,000 runite bolts we need, and those need to be fucking fletched. Wait, those need to have feathers, right? 970,000 feathers. On top of the shit that we already have for these arrow shafts. Ooh, wait, I think I might have just uncorked my idea. This might be a bad one. Let's look at the implings again and see if any of them just frat out give me bolts. Ninja, impling, and then we'll check out the dragon impling. Dragon impling. Yeah, I need to figure out whether or not these guys give me bolts or not. So let me share screens with you guys so you guys can see kind of what I'm working at, like what I'm looking at right here. Chunk roll. Sorry guys, I know you can't see anything, but I'm fixing it. Dragging it, bling's done. All right, so let's fix this. Let me make sure that I'm cooking. Yeah. So one secundo, un momento, por favor. Let me get this set up first. Okay, cool. So if you're looking at the right screen at least, go to Dragon Implings. Boom. We have Ninja Implings. Ninja Implings are boom. So we go here. I want to check for runite bolts. We have onyx bolts. We have a whole bunch of rune equipment. No runite bolts here. Unfortunate. So that's an X for these. The Dragon Impling, can you just have regular runite bolts on your drop table? Dragonstone bolts, they don't have regular runite bolts. They do have dragonstones, right? So at the very least, these guys are going to feed us a bunch of bolt tips. But for the runite bolts, I would have to make those all from... magpies. Magpie impling. Okay. So magpie implings, do you guys have runite bolts? You have rune bars, 2 of them noted. Not that crazy. So every magpie impling that gives us runite bolts would give us what do you call it? Every magpie impling that gives us runite bolts would give us essentially 20 arrows. No, 20 bolts. Yeah, so this doesn't fix anything. This method that I was cooking up doesn't fix anything because at the end of the day, we still need feathers. Candazol is just not a good enough supplier of feathers for me. That's the wrong account. There we go. Yeah, so Camdazol is not a good enough supplier of feathers for me. That's unfortunate. I mean, it is what it is. It is what it is. All right, I'll be right back. I have to use the bathroom. Hello, hello. Yep. Okay, you guys can hear me. I don't know how long my microphone was cut out, but that sucks. Either way, yeah. So this is gonna be the last level I do. I'm gonna get to the 1 million arrow shafts, and then we'll kind of spitball it from there. See what I feel like doing after that. I don't think it's I don't think it's that important to think about right now. I mean, at the end of the day, we will have. Sorry, let me fix this. I don't like to see Goblin Chunk at the top. I'd rather see. Undo this real quick and then bring this up and then drag this down a little bit. I'd rather see more gameplay than just the name Goblin Chunk on the top. Yeah, so I'm thinking maybe I just don't worry about that shit for right now. It's not that important to me. Also, I don't know if you guys are talking in chat. I can't see it, and I don't know why this stream thing doesn't have the overlay for chat, but it is what it is. I mean, I have the secondary window open, so if you guys do talk, I will be able to see it. Hopefully, you're not getting a double feedback of the stream. But yeah, so talking about our stats, we do have. Oh, there's a baby for me right here. Oh wait, let me in there. Let me in there. Pause. Oh, a nice little beginner. Can't do that one. Fuck. It's so sad because it's right. It's right there. It's right there, dude. Honestly, this chunk would save my life. I was thinking about I have a really big nature rune issue, and I don't know how it's gonna get resolved, and it really does put me at like smithing with superheat is just not an option, and that's mainly because dwarves drop nature runes at a very shitty ass rate, like terrible rate. I think it's like 1 in 64. Let's go grab it real quick. Let's go check what the rate is for the dwarves dropping this. How do I make this disappear? It's annoying. And I only have access to 4 dwarves, and they're on the opposite sides of each other. See, look at this guy, fucking cocksucker. Look up drops. Boom. Okay, so I got the drops here. They drop it at 1 in 32, quote unquote, 1 in 32, right? 1 on 32, but I only got like 3 dwarves, dude. So it's not good enough. It's not good enough. It's just, it's too everywhere. You know what I mean? It's too everywhere. So I can't use superheat as a good enough sort of like middle ground because I don't have a furnace. So I was like, oh, I'll just use superheat. I've caught around 1,500 essence implings, which is not a lot. Like, I'm not like gassing it up like it's some crazy number, right? But I've caught like 1,500 essence implings, only 182 of these nature runes. So to put that in perspective, it's gonna take around 56k nature runes to get where I want to get. Let's make this a little bit smaller. I don't like that you can't see the north on the map. Is that good? That's good. That's perfect actually. Oh yeah. So it's gonna take around 60k nature runes to get where I want to get in terms of like superheating. If I was gonna do it specifically from ores, and nothing else in my chunk drops them. Guards drop them at a 1 in 128, I believe, for a single one. It's just not, nature runes are just not the way. They're not gonna get me where I need to go. So I think it's either gonna be just mining and Cam Dissolve, which I'm about to start doing because I don't have the energy to do this anymore. I think I have a bunch of logs. There's a commercial going on. Sorry, let me mute that for you guys. Sorry, I don't have any premium YouTube, so it's gone already. I don't have any premium YouTube, so I can't do that. I have 1,000 oak logs, which is like 60k XP. I think I essentially have the oak logs that I need for 1 million in here already. For 1 million of the arrow shafts, maybe I'll cut them like this while I talk to you guys. Let me get my knife back. Yeah, I do have the little bit that I need. Let me get my arrow shafts. Headless arrows, arrow shafts. There we go. So yeah, as I'm yapping to you guys, I don't think it's gonna be kind of viable. Like the way that this kind of feels like for this chunk is that I have to just complete one of the grinds first before I can make any kind of traction on the other ones. And that kind of does suck because there is like thousands of hours of grinds in this chunk. Like I haven't even talked about magic, and magic is gonna be incredibly. I know it sounds like, oh, just on paper it's gonna be easy. Like I could essentially train magic with no staff in this chunk just because I have mind golems and body golems, which means I could just do monster inspect like all the way to 90. But like that's no quality of life. That's really really shit. So I don't want to do it like that. Where are my logs? It's in tab 5. Okay, so I'll just click tab 5. To tab 6, tab 5. There we go. There you go. Oak logs. Anyway, so I don't know if maybe I just do the mining the whole way. I did a lot of fishing. I still got to get 55 for smite, which I think is kind of stupid. 52 for smite, which I think is kind of stupid because it's a PvP spell. But now that I think about it, like you use it for must boss, so like I guess it's not just a PvP spell anymore. So whatever. It is the last one that prayer. I mean not spell. It is the last one that I can get in the book without a quest. So I am gonna do it. I don't know if I have it banked already because I have like all these fish right here. Um, I do have a lot of eels. I've been catching a lot of eels. I like to do that on my free time. I like to pretend that it gives me a good chance for pets. I have done a lot of fishing of the frog spawn to find out that you actually cannot get the pet from the frog spawn. That was really sad. That one was really sad because frog spawn is actually really good exp. It's really good exp, man. I really thought that like so. Let's see. Fishing pet. It's the heron. It's called the heron. The heron. Yep, frog spawn is not on the list, unfortunately. And then what I do have access to, which is cave eels. Cave eels give a 257,770. So like quarter of a million chance to get to get the pet from it. And then you have the guppies, the cavefish, and the tetra. Those have a pretty terrible chance to get it, and that's like how many you would have to catch in order to get the pet, like on average. But that's free. Like catching minnows and all that is free. I can't be bothered to throw them on the floor, so I want to bank them. But then when I bank them, I can't be bothered to clean them, and I don't want to clean them in real time either. I don't have a cooking goal in this chunk. Well, I did. It was 33, but that's already done. It's already long gone now. So I'm not sure. I don't know. There's a lot to think about in this chunk. This chunk is not going to be done for a long ass time, and I wish I was like kind of like the person like Buzz, where I was like, oh, I'm going to itemize every kind of plan that I have. But it really does seem like it's kind of self-explanatory. At the end of the day, if I wanted to, I could just bang my head against the Baronite wall until I get 99 in both. Now, there is something I want to talk about, right? Like this content is dead as fuck, but there's some little ways that they could do it to buff it for like free to play that would make it like a little bit nicer. Like imagine if you could make at level 14 fletching or level 14 crafting, you could make Baronite arrows and they would just do bonus damage here, and you could fire them up to maple bows, right? A maple bow can fire them. That would be nice. That'd be nice. I mean, there's not really a reason for it because they don't have. I don't think they have body or chaos golems, but it would be nice, like a little buff. It's kind of just for me though. It's a buff just for me, but so what? I want my life to be a little bit easier. Um, yeah. So anyway, I'm gonna start my mining. That's not what it's called. It's called a pickaxe. Pickaxe. Boom. Retro pickaxe. I do have to figure out if a mithril pickaxe is a black pickaxe better than mithril. No, a black pickaxe is not better than mithril in old school RuneScape. It's 5 tick. Well, they mine at the same. Oh, they mine at the same tick speed. Okay, so I guess it is technically better. It is technically better to have the black one because it's lighter, but they mine at the same tick speed, so it doesn't really change anything. I don't think I get a pickaxe upgrade until I get to maybe adamant. If I ever get to an adamant, I don't think I'll ever get to an adamant, to be honest. I'd have to get it from like a clue scroll or something. A little bit shit, a little bit shit. I am gonna set up Twitch though, a Twitch and a Kick to stream at in the future. Right now I'm just doing YouTube, but I will stream on all platforms once I have a better computer. Mainly because I'll be able to have more tabs open and watch all the chats or figure out how other people do it. But I don't know. For now, I guess it's just gonna be YouTube. I don't mind it. I think it's pretty good. I will probably be getting off the stream in a little bit. I only plan to stream for like a tiny little bit, just so you guys know I'm still playing the account. It's kind of the only reason why I do it because Supremes take a very long time. They take a very, very long time to complete their tasks. So I wanted to stream today just so that you guys kind of understood that I was still here. I'm not, not playing anymore. I didn't quit the YouTube or anything like that. I just wanted to kind of let you guys chime in and see that I'm still working on my goals. I don't have anything really cool to show you guys. I mean, it probably won't for a while. We've got so much grinding to do. I was really thinking about just heading back to Puro once I unlocked adamant arrows, which is 76, I think. Yeah, 75. 75 for adamant arrows. Like I was gonna do Baron 75, but honestly, I get so fucking bored with one thing that it takes forever for me to. It's gonna take a long time for me to do this. I've been doing it little by little. I really should just do one thing at a time, but I'm just not a one thing at a time guy. My ADHD doesn't let me just, once I start thinking about something else, like I get that itch, I gotta go do it right then and there. So it's kind of been what I've been struggling with. a lot of discipline struggling as well to like log on even when I don't want to. Like there's opportunities in my day where I could get a little extra time in the game that I haven't been, like logging in on mobile when I'm at the gym or when I'm cooking and stuff like that, just to squeeze out a little bit more from my day. But when I think about it, like that makes this feel like work, like a work obligation, less than something fun for me to do. And that's kind of why I started the series, because I wanted it to be fun. That's the essence of what this is all about. Like just now, I just saw this bait spot, and I was like, oh, I wonder if I have any bait so I could go fish. I don't know. I'm kind of just looking for that big dopamine hit of getting a pet. I really want. It's been really lonely down here. I really want a pet. That would make me really 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 happy if I could just get like a pet. Do I have any baits? I do have some bait. 110, not that much, but that's okay. It's enough for me. That's enough for me. I'll feel like a good strong man for catching 110 more of these slimy little eels. I like it. I actually like using the eels as a food source because it just feels really unique. Because I never used them in any playthrough. I think maybe one time when I was a kid, after I did Heroes Quest, I would kill blue dragons because I wanted to get 99 prayer. I would kill the baby blue dragons, and I would eat the fire eels, right? And I would just bring like an axe and a tinderbox, like I was a UIM or something back in the day, dude. And I would try to cut the log, um, cook the lava eel, and then just hi baby. Sorry, my cat just went in my face. Yeah, I would just try to do that, like a little UIM before UIM even existed. You need to get your butt out of the screen, baby. I love you. Get down. Good girl. Yeah. I don't know. Guys, I'll be here for a long time, and it's not looking like there's any sort of there's not going to be anything interesting happening for a while. So I was going to maybe start doing raids on Goblin Chunk, because, well, not Goblin Chunk, but you know what I mean, the old Goblin Chunk, because he's not raid ready, but I mean it's better content. Maybe I just lock Goblin Chunk to Toa, and we just do Toa until we get a good drop, or we get a shadow. Maybe I'll do that. Locking Goblin, my ex chunk account is locked to Toa until we get a Tumikin shadow. Maybe that's what we'll do. Um, but yeah, we've got a lot, and then even that, if I go and I'm like making making a bunch of stuff, they're gonna be like, "Oh my god, you left Toa." It's like it's not that type of video, dude. It's just literally I'm gonna be doing Toa for like the next couple of months. I don't know. I think making content, I love being a chunk account, and I love all the cool stuff that I do, and I love like the little uniqueness of my account and stuff. But like sometimes I feel like making content was a bad idea because it makes it more about work than it was supposed to be. It was supposed to be something chill and something fun that I did, and it's starting to just feel like work. Nonetheless, I will still be playing the chunk account. The Supreme, I think what differs from Goblin Chunk from the Supreme account for me is that the Supreme account, I started off with exactly what I think I needed. Besides I did make an not an exception, but I did remember to complete the quest to unlock herb lore, and I was supposed to do that, and I just forgot about it. So that one is on me. Mainly because I did all my stuff in free to play and then forgot that I was supposed to become a member so that I could do the potion quest. Sorry, my cat's on my table and I gotta get her down. Just making it hard to focus. Get down, baby. Okay, so what was I saying? Yeah, so the thing with the Supreme account is that now that it's already where it is, and I have like the rules that I already had set, it doesn't feel like I don't feel bad for making an exception, right? Like I haven't made an exception besides the jungle potion thing, but that's just because I forgot it. But when I was on Goblin Chunk and I made an exception, it felt like a cop out as opposed to like I wanted to redo my rule set. So yeah, that's word word to Yamato. I don't know what I'm saying, guys. I'm kind of tired. I was not feeling good. I probably shouldn't have streamed today, but I'm almost done. I'm gonna hit the 1 hour mark, and then I'll keep doing my due. You know what? Maybe we'll stay logged on, but I'll go and I'll do stuff on Goblin Chunk. I'll change the stream name, and do stuff on Goblin Chunk for a little bit. These beautiful little eelies I got in my inventory. It's nice. I love fucking catching the eels, man. I don't know what it is. I love it. It's just so nice. They're terrible food as well. They don't even heal like the a consistent amount. But they're really good EXP in terms of like they're good fishing EXP, they're good cooking EXP. I'm happy that in the future, if I do get a cooking grind, I can just do eels. You know, I can do eels for a while, and it'll knock out my cooking grind. I actually might have to make a summer pie eventually. I mean, not from. I'm not gonna take it that if I'm in Puro Puro, I have to go ahead and make a summer's pie. Oh no, I always forget. The reason you have to make a summer's pie when you unlock Falador is because the knights drop the pot of flour and they drop the strawberry. And it's not just the strawberry and the cake tin or the pie tin that does it for you. It's both. So that's kind of stupid. I wonder if you can even get the eels from here because there's always something behind you. There's always something behind you when you're catching the eels. So can you get a pet if there's a block behind you? Like, will he just like pop up and just go right here or something? Does that even matter? I don't know. Maybe I'm making a problem that doesn't even exist. One day, guys. One day I'm just gonna, and then a bird is gonna pop out from under me. I still don't even have this pet on Goblin Chunky. He's at 92 fishing. He's one. No, he's 4K away from 93 fishing. Can you believe that? Our baby Goblin Chunk, ex Goblin Chunk, the goat, is so close to having 99 fishing. I always thought that was like super cool. I think 99 fishing is one of the skills that as a kid I wanted to have the most. I don't know what it is. And another thing about 99s is they feel so underwhelming, dude. I get the max cape has a lot of perks, and you're supposed to want to go for the max cape. But like some of these capes just don't do fucking shit. Like why couldn't the mining cape let you teleport to the mining guild? I feel like every cape should let you teleport to the guild infinitely. Is that busted? Yeah, but I fucking it was like a almost 1,000 hour grind. Like I can't get a little bit like something a little bit busted, right? Like come on. Come on. It's just because they don't want to adjust the max cape. They don't want to put more teleports on it. But come on, man. Why can't I teleport infinitely? You know how much better the fucking construction grind would be is when you unlock that part of Falador, you also were able to get the mining cape and it gave you infinite teleports to the mining guild. So you would have to half the amount of law runes you get for the construction grind. Oh my God, it'd be so great. But also, I have to remember that this game wasn't made for chunk accounts. It was made for everyone else. And the chunk account is a self imposed rule set that I decided to do. And I got to stop bitching about it. One day, I'm going to be fishing. I'm going to hear, we won. And it's all going to be over. And by it's all going to be over, I mean the fishing grind will technically be over. Oh, speaking of which, I actually do have to talk about something, dude. Like the chunks around me are terrible, dude. This is 90. I forgot that the monastery is where you get your prayer cape, so that's 99 prayer right there. Um It's also access to the Black Knight's fortress. I think if I go to the Black Knight's fortress, they'll be aggroed onto me, right? If you're not wearing the stuff, and I think you can enter that fortress without doing the quest. Maybe I'm wrong. I'm really hoping that I unlock Valador first. To be honest, where are you going? Go get your bird, buddy. I think out of all the grinds, besides Purapuro, because I think Purapuro is actually just dog shit, and Implings need a buff. And I think the biggest buff that they could give Implings is literally this: you do not need a Impling jar to catch an Impling if you can catch it barehanded. If you can catch an Impling barehanded, you should not need an Impling jar to catch it anymore. That makes it so that Impling jars are still useful, right? But they're not mandatory after a certain level, and that will increase the EXP rates tremendously. If you didn't have to, you could just drop the loot, and you didn't have to fucking do the whole jar juggling shit. That would change it tremendously, dude. I think that should be it. That like once you can bare hand and impling, you don't need a jar to catch it. If you have a jar, it'll store it automatically. Yeah, it'll store it automatically. Good job, right? Make jars break more often. That's fine. Whatever. You make jars break more often. I'll take that trade off of the ability to catch them barehanded without a jar. That'd be great. I'd love it, right? It'd make getting to the bare hand take longer, but it would make once the bare hand had happened, it would make it speed up. I think Implings should bare minimum be 25k EXP an hour. They shouldn't be fucking 4,000 EXP an hour. That's dog shit. That's dog shit. It shouldn't be that I'm measuring an Impling day on like 10 hours is 40k. Yeah. Anyway, guys, I'm not feeling too good. I might just stream later and rest right now. I definitely will probably stream later. I'll probably just stream on Goblin Chunk. Work on Chunk Rebirth in the background. I just wanted to talk to you guys a little bit. My kitty cat. Yeah, I wanted to talk to you guys a little bit, just so you guys know I'm still playing the account. It's not like I quit it or anything like that. I'm not making an exception man mode or anything like that. I'm not doing pet chunks. It is just gonna take a long time, so it is what it is type deal. Anyway, guys, I hope you guys have a good day. Thanks for watching, and if you're watching this as a VOD, like, thanks